award is, they're basically the same. So he's getting the Great Addition Award. Ran a super clutch race at conference, posted a huge PR. He's gonna race on Saturday. I'm gonna talk more about it in a minute. All right, Nick Squares, come on down.
Oh, there's Nick.
Okay, so the award we're giving to Nick is Confidence is Rising. And I really hope I didn't jinx them, but like I wrote these out last week before the race. And I wrote my first line here was amazing things happen when you stay healthy. Because as you guys know, he's been hurt for like the last 2 years. But he's been healthy the whole year and he has looked awesome. He's been our second runner in every race, I believe. 2-minute and 40-second PR. And I think he's going to be dangerous next year if he can stay healthy and starts to believe that he can run with the top guys in these races. Good job, Nick. Come on, Rodoni.
Yes!
Hi, Sasha.
All right, Rigoni is getting the Climbing the Leaderboard Award. Made a huge jump from freshman year. He dropped 2 minutes from his PR. Consistently was in our top pro sophomore group. He is completely committed, as you guys know. He never wants to leave. He wants to just hang out with all you guys and run all the time. And I think that he's going to keep moving up that leaderboard the next 2 years. Good job, Noah. All right, and then Rusnak. Last guy.
Where's Rustin?
All right, and Bill is getting the Senior Surprise Award. I said this about Farley, and it applies to Rusnak too. Same thing, slow start because they weren't in great shape at the start of the year because they chose not to run a lot in the summer. Because of that, it took a while. I thought he ran tough last week. He did have a 16-second PR, but if he puts in work in June and July, great things can happen next year as a senior. Good job, Bill. Okay, so major awards, and then I just want to say a few things, and now we're going to be done. All right, so let's start with our newcomer award. It's going to go to Andrew. Come on down, Andrew. All right, so I got an email at the start of the season from Andrew just asking if he could join, and just saying that you know, I'm transferring and I ran cross country in my previous school, and would I be able to do it? I said absolutely. He started right away. All these things, new program, a new bunch of teammates, a new school, a new environment in running, and because of it, I think he was frustrated early on with his times. He kept saying, I haven't been running the way that I know I can. And we talked. I said, hang in there. He did. He kept working. He had pressure on him at the conference race. He knew what he needed to do to break into the top 7, and he went out and executed. He ran a phenomenal race. He earned an opportunity. He's going to race Saturday in the regional for us, and I think he can be a big part of next year's success. Good job, Andrew. All right, most improved is Devin Conroy. Come on down, Devin. All right, I mentioned this earlier. I went back and looked at Devin's freshman year times, and on our PR sheet of 35 guys, he was number 32 on it. And I didn't write down. Oh, I should have it right here. He was running 24 minutes as a freshman. He finished close to almost last in every open race. I would say he was always kind of towards the back, but he committed, he kept training, and like I said, he had some kind of breakthrough at Brother Ice, and that happened. We see that sometimes with runners. Something clicked, he got confident, he realized that he could run faster, and he went out and ran 17:24 last week, right, which is a 6-minute, 30-second improvement from when he started as a freshman. Again, that should be a message to all you guys that are just starting, that you can get so much better if you consistently run throughout the year, you stick with the program, and you consistently work hard. And that's what Devin did. starting to gain more and more confidence. I think he believes he belongs with the top guys. He's going to also help us out next year. Good job, Devin. All right, Coach's Award is going to go to Lewis. Come on down, Lewis.
Lewis!
All right, so just what this award is, Coach and I wanted to have an award that was kind of a mix of everything that we wanted in an athlete, right? Someone who listens, pays attention, who works hard every day, who's selfless, who's a good teammate, who's a good student. And Lewis is that runner, right? I mean, Lewis has been a pleasure to coach for 4 years. When he told me he wanted to play volleyball, it broke my heart because I wanted to make sure I had him for track, and then eventually he stuck with track, which is awesome. But Lewis has been, like I said, a pleasure to coach. I know he had a very frustrating junior year. So junior year, he ended up, his best time was 30 seconds worse than what he was running as a sophomore. And we couldn't quite figure it out. Some of it had to do with injuries, some of it, I don't know. Sometimes runners just go through slumps. But instead of giving up, he persevered, he kept training hard. This year he ran 16:50, which is a 3-minute, 10-second PR. He's consistently been a top 5 guy. And the one thing I really love is how proactive he is with staying healthy. He's in the trainers all the time. He's always rolling out his IT band. The little things that he knows hurt him in the past and set him back. Lewis is proactive with not letting that happen again. I think that's a great example to you young runners, that just because you get over an injury doesn't mean it's not going to come back unless you stay on top of it. All right, and Lewis did a great job doing that. I'm really pumped to see him race Saturday. I hope that's not the end of the season. As a team, we got to make sure that that doesn't happen. But if it does, it's been an awesome 4 years. Good job, Lewis. All right, leader of the pack, our leadership award is Nick Squeers. All right, I did think we had some a couple guys that could have earned this award. I thought our leadership was good, considering we had so few guys that have been around for a while. But I thought Nick has had a huge bounce back year after 2 really rough years. I know they were rough on him, they were frustrating to me. There was a lot of questions of why this is happening, why can't we keep this guy healthy? He showed flashes both his freshman, sophomore year that let us know that he can be great, but something always interrupted the progress. Well, this year, like Lewis, he's been super proactive in staying healthy and being able to race. He's been our number 2 guy the entire year. He dropped 2 minutes and 40 seconds off his top time. He's a good leader both by example and verbally when we needed him to. He would get guys together. Great commitment, and I do think that he can be one of the guys that really not only keeps us together in the off season, but holds guys accountable, which is something we need in this program. We need to hold guys like Farley and Rusnak accountable when they take July off. All right, and I think that Nick can do that because Nick wants to be great and he wants our team to be great. I also think that, like I said with his other award, he's starting to gain confidence, and he needs to realize there's no reason he can't run with Luke. There's no reason he can't beat Luke. We need to have some guys that have that attitude. That's the only way Luke's going to get better. That's the only way all of us are going to get better. All right? And I think it starts with Nick. Good job, Nick. All right, and Luke, come on down. Luke's MVP. Get the school one and he gets the homemade one. Here you go. Alright, so this one was a slam dunk. Sometimes it's hard, we gotta debate, we gotta talk, we gotta think. Luke made it real easy. He was our top runner in every single race that he ran. He ran varsity in every race, which this season kind of made it easy. In other seasons we would have to decide whether we're gonna run him down or let him finish high in invitationals or let him run and get experience in varsity races, but he just ended up running all varsity races, running great, dropped a ton of time over the course of the season. He's number 10 on our all-time list, which is crazy to think of as a freshman. He broke 16 minutes, which is a huge accomplishment last Saturday. He ran 15:53. Good teammate. What stands out to me about Luke, why he is so great as a runner, why he's going to continue to get better, is he is competitive in everything that I see him do. He doesn't like to lose reps in workouts. He doesn't like to lose in strides. He wants to win everything that he does in long runs. He wants to win. That makes you better, all right? But we need that to rub off on more guys. That will make our whole program better if we start to feed off of his competitiveness. Good job, Luke. Nice work. All right, so I got about 10 more minutes. If you could just stay focused with me here. I like to end with a couple things. I say a lot of the same things at the end every year at every bank. So if this is your fourth one, you've heard me talk about this 4 times. I say it because I believe in it. First, I want to just thank our seniors, Grant, Gabe, Jake, Lewis. 3 years, 4 years, and our program is better because of the fact that you were part of it. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind. I know all 4 of you are going to go on and do great things in life. I hope you keep in touch, as a lot of our alumni do. Next year, when we are a very good program, you are a big part of that success. Okay, the influence that you've had over the course of 4 years. So, thank you to our seniors. All right, the rest of you. I start with this. How good do you want to be next year? And what are you willing to do to get there? Right? Like every year, when you sit here next year, well, next year hopefully we'll be back in the auditorium and we'll have a nice banquet, but next year on October 22nd, how much better do you want to be than you are right now? And it's easy to say, oh, I want to be 2 minutes better, I want to be 3 minutes better, I want to be a top varsity guy. It's easy to say that now. It's harder to actually do the work that it takes to become that runner that you want to be. All right? You can be that runner, but it takes work. In this sport, there is no instant gratification. In some other sports, you can just be really talented. You could roll out of bed and just walk out on a football field and dominate. Some guys are gifted like that. Running usually isn't. If you don't work, the results don't come. Okay? So one thing I want you to think about today or tonight or in the next week or two, how good you want to be next year, and then think about what you're willing to do to get there. Okay? We can be really good next year, guys. We're returning 15 of our top 16 times. 15 of our top 16 guys are coming back next year. Our team chemistry is the best that I've seen it in a long time. We like each other. Unless you're all tricking me, you all seem to get along very well. And that's a great thing to have in a program. Okay? There is a ton of ability and potential on this team. We have guys that have just started running for 2 months, guys who have only been running for a year. You can all be so much better than you are right now. There is no reason that next year, when we are back to normal and we're going to these big invitationals, that we can't be winning awards every week against any teams that we race. I believe that. And you freshmen who have experienced it yet, it's awesome to go to these invitationals and actually win awards. And it's been a while since we've won a lot and that we've won team awards. We can do this. I know we can do this with this group. We haven't qualified for the state meet since 2007. It's been a while. The sport's become harder. Teams have gotten better. I believe that we can do that. But it's one thing for me to believe it. You have to believe it. We have what it takes here to qualify. I know we can do it. All right, but collectively, we have to put in the work to get there. What does it take? Well, I'll tell you what it takes. It takes consistent training. All right, if you look into that packet, I have some information on how to do an off-season training program, but simply running for 12 months of the year, that alone will make you a better runner. I don't care if you don't do any workouts. I don't care if you don't monitor your mileage. If you just get out and run for 12 months, you will get better as a runner. There is no doubt in my mind, okay? I can help you develop a more specific plan if you want to do that. We can do it through email, we can do it through Google Meets, or you can come to me in person if we finally start having intervention like normal days, which I hope we will sometime soon. Run track. All right, unfortunately, I don't know if other sports are gonna happen, but I do think track will. It doesn't start until April 19th, which stinks, but my goal would be for all you track guys, just like I said about cross, come to practice on April 19th in great shape. If you do that, and we can start doing hard workouts right away, you will see results on the track, okay? I'm hoping that there's some kind of road races that'll happen between now and April. I don't know what the community is how they're gonna respond, but hopefully there'll be stuff that you can run before April to get some competitive events going, okay? Do winter mileage, which there will be an incentive for, and do summer mileage. Summer mileage might be more important. Winter mileage is more important for track, but summer mileage is more important for cross. You cannot get lazy in June and July. I know it's easy to. It's hot, it's beautiful, there's places you want to go and things you want to do. But if you want to be great now, if you want to be great in October, you got to run in July. You got to run together. All right? Support each other. I've made practice optional for the last week, and we've got guys coming every single day, which is awesome. There were guys that ran today that didn't have to. That's how we get better as a program. All right? Hold each other accountable. Get each other's numbers. Text each other. If you haven't seen a guy in a while, ask him why and get him to come out and meet you. When somebody's waiting on you to do the run, you are way more likely to show up. It's so easy to just say, I'm going to take today off if guys aren't waiting on you. All right? Hold each other accountable. That's how we all get better. All right? We become great as a team, not as individuals. All right? But we all got to decide on that. All right, guys. Overall, thank you for a great season. I'm so thankful that we got to do this, that we got to experience this, that I got to work with all of you. You are a great group. I'm excited to continue to work with you guys in the future. If you haven't, well, actually you all have. Everybody's turned in everything. We're good, right? Yeah, so that's it. Let me know if I can help you do off-season training. There's a few more bottles of water, guys, if you want to grab it on the way out. Otherwise, regional guys, I just want to talk to them for 1 minute. Everybody else is good to go. Thank you. Good season.
Do we have homework for
Yo, Kevin.
Alright guys, we finished this. Let's do a long miles. 12 miles. 12 mile cool down, guys.